Welcome back. Yeah. I'd like to introduce you to the 2024 president of Be Original Americas, Coleman Gutschel, Bernhardt Design.
Thank you for that uproarious applause for me. So welcome again, as Beth said. It's been 4 years since we've been together, and it's been a hell of a 4 years. It feels like just yesterday that we were in the Japan Society meeting 4 years ago, and many of y'all were here with us then. And some things have changed, a lot has changed, but one of the nice things is that the people in this room don't change. We have a great community here and group of like-minded people, and it's just really refreshing that some things stay the same. I'm going to take care of some business first of all, and talk about a few different not-so-fun things, and then we'll get to the fun stuff. We've got a full program and a lot to catch up on and some really great initiatives going forward. First, I'd like to introduce the officers for 2024. Me. And then, Vice President is Sherry Simcoe with Carl Hansen and Sons, and if everybody will please stand up. Stay standing, Sherry, please. Simone Vingerhoots of Lean Rose, our treasurer. And the omnipresent and maybe not here yet, Paolo Crevetti, who's been with us from the beginning. Oh, where's Paolo? Paolo! Our illustrious secretary, who is with Heller. Now I'm going to show you the board members for 2024. If anybody represents one of the board member companies, if they would please stand up, I'd appreciate it. Ricardo. A thank you as well to Maya Romanoff, who is sponsoring the booze tonight. Thank you very much, Joyce. The bar is lovely. Thank you all. And again, as we've said, where did all the time go? Now we're in 2024. The past 4 years have been a blur to most of us, if we're lucky. But Be Original America's kept going. One of the biggest things we did was we pivoted to digital. We've done podcasts, we've done Zoom calls, we've done, the fellowship became virtual, but we've done a lot of in-person events, surprisingly, too. A lot more than we thought we would. And of course, the biggest thing over the past few years has been the 10th anniversary celebration. I think we're now in our 12th year, but in 2022, we celebrated our 10th anniversary with a wonderful event at the Ace Hotel Brooklyn. We had about 100 members, people from the media and friends, and some that couldn't join us even sent videos, which we were able to share. So it really reinforced what the organization has done in 10 years and the community that it's built. And now I'm going to hand it back over to Beth, who's going to talk about a few other things that I was not assigned to talk about.
Sound like a dictator. So the student fellowship, we really had to pivot. So originally there was 2 students who got to go to factories, stores, showrooms, and they traveled around America for 5 to 7 weeks. And then we had to go virtual. And it was amazing what happened. We had 6,500 plus students from 31 countries. Members were able to participate directly from Italy, Amsterdam, Spain, Copenhagen. Coleman told me to say North Carolina. Yeah. And we had international designers like Marcel Wanders, Piero Lissoni, as well as Silver Smithies from Copenhagen, to design firms like Studio O+A from San Francisco, who made the schlep out here tonight. Primo. Good man. Primo was also the very first architecture and design firm to join Be Original Americas. So brave man. Do I go next again? So then, the idea of Originality Deconstructed came from our past treasurer, Jacob Mose Olsen, who moved back to Copenhagen last week. And we will really miss him. As you can see, we had very important and impressive sponsors and participants. Ace Hotel stepped up in a big way, hosting in New York, Palm Springs, and Los Angeles, where it rained every single day. I know, it's still raining, I know. It ended in Los Angeles with an auction by Wright Rago, and I would like to thank, because he really worked his butt off, Adrian Madliner. Where is he? He was the project manager, and he went above and beyond that. Yeah, you should have stood, but that's okay. There are two people who are truly responsible for making this public-facing event happen. My new best friend, Brad Wilson, CEO, Ace Hotel, is with us and would like to say a few words.
Gee, thank you very much, and yes, my new best friend, and if you've ever had a chance to have dinner with her, she's very generous. So, anyway, Ace was really excited to work with Be Originals America across the country and sponsor the Originality Deconstructed traveling exhibit. As a brand who believes in design and has been copied a few times, we were so happy to work with Lumens and other organizations that closely align with our values. We have always been dedicated to use original design products both through our vintage sourcing and direct purchasing. And this partnership was a great opportunity to start a conversation about authentic design between architecture and design communities and our end consumers. We really appreciate what Be Originals Americas is doing to protect authentic design. And we are happy to be able to partner on these well-attended events throughout our hotels. And we're happy to share your vision with our audience. So thank you for everything.
Thank you, Brad. We also have Laura Walsh, CEO of Lumens, who sponsored all 3 events. And we'd love her to say a few words as well.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here with all of you in New York. Typically, we're West Coast based, but great to see everyone. And we were thrilled to be sponsors of the Originality Deconstructed traveling series. We've been longstanding members of Be Original Americas. It's an organization that's very important to us, very aligned with our core values at Lumens, and so it was great to be able to support the cause in a bigger way. It was amazing, again, to be a part of this event. It was a great way to, like Brad said, have a conversation with architects, designers, and end consumers about authentic design. And especially for Lumens, since we're mostly virtual, it was amazing to be able to do that in person and across the US. So really well executed event, happy to be a part of it, and looking forward to the next one.
Thank you again, Brad and Laura. Now we're going to tell you a little bit about what's new and some of the things that we've concocted. While we were at home with nothing else to do, we started pouring through, really Paolo, the secretary, started pouring through our bylaws and found this little clause that said that we were allowed to set up committees. And we thought that that would be a great idea to be able to get more people involved. So many people have asked, how do I get involved? How can we help? How can we support things? And we've never really had a great vehicle to do it in an organized way. And so this year we have set up 3 committees, and we've already had 3 board members that have stepped up to chair the committees, and a number of you all as members who have accepted to join the committees. And anybody else that's interested, please come talk to us. There are plenty of spaces for other people that might be interested in getting involved. I'd like to invite the chairs, as I say their name, to stand up as well. And again, you can grab them afterwards if you want to. First is John Edelman. He is our Community and Promotion Committee Chair. And he's going to... She's, yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, good. Okay, something to say.
All right, fair enough. I'm a little slow sometimes. So we've had 2 meetings so far with the Community and Promotion Committee, and to have the experience of being with people that obviously everybody's volunteering, everybody's busy, and people have given their time for something is always impressing and humbling. So far in a very short period of time, I think only 2 meetings, we've developed a plan for bi-monthly newsletters. Claire and Robert promoted Be Original Americas at IDS in Toronto with a huge membership interest and tons of follow-up. Claire's recommended 2 new members, the latest being Juniper, who's here tonight. Is Juniper here tonight? Yay. And already attending a meeting. I'm working with the New York School of Interior Design as a board member to integrate Be Original Americas into their curriculum and teach the students today the importance of originality and authenticity. We're looking at LinkedIn and promoting ourselves more on LinkedIn to the B2B side of the audience. Where Wanted Design Brooklyn is looking at selling Be Original American merchandise in their store to promote on a daily basis, which I think a lot of us could do on our websites if we can figure it out and put the proceeds back towards Be Original Americas. We're looking to develop digital content kit that will encourage messaging across promotion with members on their Instagram stories, et cetera, every part of social media. I think we're all looking at it maybe way too much, but maybe we can look at it in a good way. That's a short period of time with volunteers. I can't imagine what's going to happen over the next year and the next number of years to keep building and helping Be Original Americas. So thank you so much. See you soon.
Thank you, John, and the rest of your committee. Ricardo Nabholz is our membership and fundraising chair.
Good evening, everyone. It's very exciting to be here back in person again, and very exciting to be part of a committee, that we have committees. Membership and fundraising, we've also met twice. We've been very productive. We are all, as Beth likes to say, get shit done people. And there is so much to do. So we are starting with some membership enhancement. We are launching a member referral program. More info on that coming soon. We are reworking how you pay for your membership and making that a lot easier. So there's going to be an online portal for that. If you want to auto-renewal and give us your credit card, we'll charge you every year. It'll be great. And if you'd like to volunteer, we have so many more things we'd like to do with your help. So come see me.
Thanks, Ricardo. And then the third committee is the Advocacy and Education Committee. And Amy Osherman with Herman Miller, or Miller Knoll, wasn't able to join us, but she did record a video for us that we'll show for you now.
Hi everyone, I'm Amy Osherman with Miller Knoll, and I am the chair of the Advocacy and Education Committee. I'm really sorry I couldn't be there with you tonight. But as you can see, we're expanding upon all educational initiatives from U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CEU revision, to university outreach, mentor programs, Gensler fireside chats. There are more things in the works. Some things we do have in the works for sure. We've submitted a presentation for NeoCon, and once confirmed, we will get serious on the topic. We're also developing a virtual student design conference for fall 2024. We're looking at somewhere around 2 hours and 4 member speakers for about 30 minutes each. We are discussing ways to revise the 2025 fellowship program, and we'll announce that in the coming months. Rebecca is working hard with IIDA to develop programming for their members, and we're also contacting our A&D members to have fireside chats at their office. So if anyone here is interested, please let Beth know. Sorry our committee could not be here with you tonight. Sounds like it was a lot of fun. We've only had 2 meetings so far, but as you can see, we are looking forward to moving forward on some of these initiatives. So thank you very much and enjoy your evening.
And thank you, Amy. Another initiative that we're starting is in response to feedback we've gotten from a number of you as well, which is about how to help protect your intellectual property. So we're happy to announce that Stacy Grossman, who has been B-Original's longtime attorney for the past few years, so I guess it's not that long term, but long enough, has agreed to, thank God she's not here, has agreed to work with us on a pro bono basis for doing a number of different things for us. First of all, she's going to be doing a bi-monthly column called Trademarks and Design, which sort of goes through various topics about how to trademark, how to copyright, how to various ways that you can protect your designs and your work. As well as she's going to be developing a IP section of our welcome kit for new and current members that'll lay out the basics of IP protection. And then third, she is offering our members a one-time free 30-minute consultation to help people with IP questions or IP 101. And she will also be offering our members a special discounted rate if anybody wants to move forward with that. Now I'm going to hand it back over to Beth.
Oh gosh. I told John Christakos that his name keeps coming up, and here it comes again. This December, John Christakos, Blue Dot, and I visited U.S. Customs and Border Protection offices in Washington, D.C., and we met with their attorneys. For those members who have trademark or copyrights in the U.S. and have recorded them with U.S. Customs, we will once again organize going to the ports as a group to train their agents on how to spot an original from a copy. We'll begin organizing going to the various ports in the next months, and if you're interested, please contact me. There is one thing to note. Many of you think you have a copyright or a trademark because you have a design patent. Well, you don't. And so just know that. Just saying. And now I want to introduce Karen Brooking, Senior Vice President, BDE & Co. We look alike. It's amazing. When you work together for a long time, you start to look like each other. It's crazy. And Sherry Simcoe from Carl Hansen and Son. You want to just leave it? Yeah. Don't talk.
I practiced with the script, but it wasn't good, so I'm just going to talk. So the CEU, continuing education credits are essential for all architects and designers. I actually can't see any of you with my glasses on. I can only see these little words. So we offer our members an already developed CEU. You can contact me. I know I've spoken to a few people tonight. I've worked with some people already on these events. They can be virtual, they can be in person. And I give you a step-by-step instructions. There's actually, on the CEU, there's actually a script, so you don't have to like make it up on your own. We guide you through the whole thing from start to finish. Many of you have my information, but if you don't, you can see me after I have business cards. And we are actually improving and revamping the CEU, and that's where Sherry Simcoe comes into play.
I'm just talking about it. I'm not. You're all helping.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you're
not-
helping.
I'm not doing it just by myself.
I'm going to
but-
hand it over to Sherry.
Okay. Oh, there you go. So thank you to all the members that have been. Are you shorter than me? No way. Thank you to all the members that have been utilizing the CEU up until now. Thank you so much. Presenting it to designers and consumers. It's so important. This CEU has been presented by Be Original Americas, and I know there's a lot of work that went into it early on, back in vintage 2015, and then was revised slightly in 2018, and how time flies, and you don't realize how much time goes by. Today, what authenticity stands for and the challenges designers and makers face, unfortunately, is still the same. Though advances in technology, notably AI, as well as the growing emphasis of sustainability, there's so many new topics to ponder in the discussion of supporting our creative ecosystem that must be addressed. So we're in the process of thinking about this and updating the CEU to encourage this level of conversation and not ignoring all of the other important parts that have been so ingrained into the CEU today. So I will be working with the Advocacy and Education Committee on this, and I'm just helping to get this going. So it's a group effort to make sure that this is a well-done part of our program.
Now, as we all know, education is a huge part of our mission. And we started this year, with a new series where we're partnering with universities and design schools to help educate their students and alumni. The first one that we had was with Pratt. It was last week, and we presented a panel of luminaries to speak about how their path in life led to where they are now. Students were fortunate enough to hear from John Christakos of Blue Dot, who spoke on how and where he began his career path, and how his passion led to his great and growing business. Georgie Stout with 2x4 spoke on how her passion had led to work across so many disciplines globally, from graphic design to architecture and branding and more. And Jonathan Olivares, Knoll's creative director, spoke to his love of skateboarding and graffiti and how that passion influences his designs. It was attended by over 100 students from all different design disciplines and entrepreneurial studies, and it was a great way to start 2024. Beyond the recent Pratt event, we've also been working with SCAD to do a workshop at both their Atlanta and Savannah campuses. RIT will welcome us in the fall, and Odile with ICFF Wanted Design is working, and part of our Advocacy and Education Committee is working with Cranbrook and the College of Creative Studies in Detroit for other opportunities. We'll update everyone in the next newsletter, which will, as John said, be bi-monthly now. Also, the committee is planning the 2025 fellowship, as Amy mentioned. ICFF Wanted Design has been a long-time partner with Be Original Americas and has always been a huge supporter of us and our cause. Some of our great members this year will be providing seating for what will be called Be Original America's Dining Lounge. It will have better signage, information, and QR codes that will bring visitors to your websites. It's also where our mentor program that we've been doing for the past several years will be held. If you want to be a mentor to a student or a young professional, please let Karen know. And there will also be a panel. It will be on demystifying the business and practice of design, which is building upon the theme of the Pratt event last week, and it will be on May 19th, with Cleaner Atlason of Atlason Studio, Colin Martin with Gabellini Shepherd, and Susan Lyons with Design Techs. And now I'd like to introduce you to Ben Myers, Director of Digital Strategy and Development for BDE & Co. And his initials are BAM, so anytime you like what he says, just go BAM!
Well, thank you for that introduction. I appreciate it. Fantastic. Well, we also have a couple other really exciting things coming up as far as events go this year. Gensler has very generously invited Be Original Americas into their offices all over the country and giving us a chance to really dive into why original design has value and is important to designers, to projects, to clients. So we want to thank Ken Baker and Tom Krismanek for making that happen for us this year. We also have 2 more events coming up this year so far. We have a Marset event coming to Brooklyn in May of this year, and in the fall, we're planning an event with Avenue Road in Toronto. Which brings me to my next point, which is how you all here tonight can get involved. We want to encourage everyone to make sure that they're getting involved with all of these things. One of the most common questions we get asked is, how do I organize an event? And the answer is really simple. You just have to ask. We will take care of the planning, the invitations, creating the invites, sending it out, promoting it on social media if it's a public event, talking about it afterwards if it's not. And all you really need to do is take care of the food and drink, and we'll handle the rest. So with that said, if you're interested, please get in touch with us. You can email info@beerosamericas.com. You can grab any of us afterwards as well. And we really would encourage you, especially with the new committees that have been created for this year, we're really looking for creative ideas, and we're gonna turn it over to you to come up with those and work with us on making them happen. We also wanted to highlight that a lot of our members are using the Bureau of America's logo in their booths, on their websites, in their catalogs, pretty much anywhere to expand visibility. And we really encourage you to do this as well. It's really a great differentiator. It helps you stand out, and it's a great testament to your values and that you share those values with your fellow members. And now for my favorite part, we have some upcoming initiatives, some past things that were introduced on the social and digital side. So last year, two of the most important things we did were collaborations. And I'm sure some of you are familiar with these. You probably have seen them out there on social media. We went down and shot with the Rarefy team, who's here tonight with us. They're video pros. I was not, but we learning moments from those, and we created a really great video series all about identifying original design. And many of your companies and products were featured in those, and we're hoping to continue to expand that series and cover more original design in the future. We also did another collaboration with Carnegie, collaborating on a post about the importance of authenticity and the importance of original design. And those two things, I'm very happy to say, made a big impact this year. And just last weekend, we hit 10,000 followers on Instagram, which finally, it was a long time coming, but we did it. So Jess, who's here in the back, Jess, raise your hand. She's been working hard on a lot of these things, and she's your go-to person. Get in touch with her. Send her your ideas. Send her your content. Send her your stories. We want to share it. We want to amplify originality, and we want to amplify your stories. Part of that is Why Be Original, which I'm sure a lot of you are also familiar with, something we started in 2021, which was an idea to tell stories about why all of us value original, why we're originals. So we continue to collect those. We did over 40, I think, in the first year, and we want to get more of those as well. So reach out to Jess, follow Bureau of Americas on social media if you're not already, and when you post, tag us. We want to repost you. We want to tell your stories. And we want to amplify original and authentic design and you. So thank you. I now want to bring back up John Edelman. Who wasn't expecting it?
I had the easiest job of the night. We're all one team. And if I was going to go into a war based on design, you would be my army. And if we focus together, we will help further the mission of Be Original Americas. It has to happen. You're all experts in your field. You all have tremendous passion for what you do. We have to let the rest of the world know about it. It starts here, and it will evolve farther. With social media, with you guys just screaming about it and doing your jobs, it will happen. Folks, there are 15 minutes left to buy raffle tickets. All right? There are 15 minutes left to buy raffle tickets. There are 30 minutes left. It says here 15, by the way. All right? I got notes. You have 35 minutes left to buy raffle tickets. 35 minutes and have cocktails. All right? So please, Enjoy yourselves. Thank you for coming. Drink more and spend money and buy merchandise, t-shirts, pins, everything. Support Be Original. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll just stay that way. Okay, everybody. On that note, I want to say again, thank you for coming. Enjoy Maya Romanoff's alcohol and go bye, bye, bye.